Good morning, good morning, good morning. My people, my people, my people. My name is Chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the diaspora machismo. My people, today's morning is who the Most High love. My people, yesterday we dealt with a very important message. Because a lot of us thinks that our obedience to the Most High only has to do with keeping those commandments that is outlined in Exodus chapter 20. The constitution of the Israelites, which we refer to as the Ten Commandments. But we see we have to keep all of the things that the Most High have commanded us outside of the Ten Commandments. My people, our enemies benefits when we fail to keep the commandments of the Most High. John 14:15 says, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. The obedience to the Most High laws is a sign that you are in love with the Most High. My people, remember, those people who entice us secretly to disobey the Most High laws have a lot to benefit and to gain from our disobedience, even in the smallest of commandments. My people, all of the Most High laws carries the same gravity as it relates to the Most High. When he sees you, he only sees you as one who are breaking his law, nothing else. Let us get into this. Remember, the Caucasians are responsible for enticing the Israelites into being disobedient to the Most High because they know what happens to the Israelites when we are in obedience to the Most High God. Let us get into this message today, and let me show you how important it is for you as an Israelite, as the descendant of the transatlantic slave trade, to be faithful to the Most High in all aspects of your life. O great supremance of the Most High, Father, as I come to you to speak to your people about you and about your words. My Father, the enemies of righteousness are angry. I am treading on ground which they have labeled forbidden. I am speaking things that will inform your people about regaining control of this earth that many are afraid to speak about because they are afraid of the Caucasians. They are afraid of the Edomites. Most High, I ask that you'll send your Holy Spirit right here to direct my thought unto the thoughts of righteousness, to put only the things you place upon my heart, upon my lips. And Most High, to warn of all who will try to use demonic and other forces to interfere with my thought, to interfere with my mind, to interfere with my memory. All who will try to use demonic and other forces to put words in my mouth that are not in my vocabulary. All who will try to use demonic and other forces to cause me to stumble over the words I am familiar with. Yahweh, you know I am not afraid of them. I fear not nothing or no one because of who you put me into training and you brought me to the stage where I can speak your words boldly and not afraid to fight. Most High, one of all the demonic and other forces that will be used by the evil, the desperate, and the wicked to try to interrupt this message. My Father Yahweh, you are the one true living God. Send your holy angels to put up a hedge of protection around me, around this place. Protect me from harms and danger, even the minor inconveniences. Most High, the demonic leaders have called their people. And as soon as I start my message, I hear they turn on their machinery to try to cause a disturbance here. Most High, if it will take you stopping his heart right now, stop his heart. Let him know that we are in control of this earth. We determine whether the sun shines or whether it rains. Most High, take care of me, as always. In your name I say, let it be done. My people, let us turn our Bible to Deuteronomy chapter 28, and we are going to read verse 1. Deuteronomy chapter 28, and we are going to read verse 1. It shall come to pass, if you shall diligently listen to the word of the Lord, which I have commanded you, and to observe and to do all his command, that the Lord will set thee up high above all nations on the earth. My people, this is the word of the Most High. And these are the words of Moses that was given to Moses to relay to the children of Israel. My people, the Most High have chosen Moses to deliver Israel out of Egypt. Israel have been slaves in Egypt for over 200 or 300 years. They were accustomed to having an Egyptian tell them what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And when they refused to comply with the Egyptians' instructions, they were beaten. My people, the Egyptians put the Israelites into slavery. But the question was asked here, did the Egyptian has the authority to put the Israelites into slavery? I say no. Why? I say no. Because the Egyptian is mere man. The Egyptians are mere man. Let us turn our Bible to Psalms chapter 82 and let us read verse 6 to 8. Psalms chapter 82 and read verse 6 to 8. And look at who the Egyptians were instrumental in enslaving. Psalms chapter 82 verse 6. I said, you are gods. All of you are children of the Most High. But you shall die like men and fall like princes. Arise, O God, and judge the earth, for you shall inherit all nations. My people, the Most High put this on David's heart, so David can encourage the children of Israel so that they can know that they are not just man, but they are gods. Remember Genesis chapter 25. The Most High declared to Rebekah, the mother of the Israelites, that in her womb she is carrying two nations. Totally impossible. In Rebekah's womb lie a devil and a God. The devil's intention was to kill the God that inhabited Rebekah's womb. That was the devil's intention. But in Rebekah's womb, it was not a man child, it was a God child. A God in the flesh. That is why Esau was incapable of destroying Jacob. My people. So in reality, the Egyptian was incapable of enslaving a God. The Egyptians are incapable of enslaving gods. We, the children of the transatlantic slave trade, we are gods. My people, morning Betty, nice to have you. We are God's. The Most High made us special and different from man. But for a God, for an Israelite to develop his full godly qualities, he must first become totally and unconditionally faithful to the Most High, the God who gave him all of the godly qualities within him. Those godly qualities must be developed. Otherwise, he is nothing. My people, when our foreparents went into Egypt, our foreparents wanted to be like the Egyptian. They forget that they were a unique and peculiar people, and they start living like the Egyptians. They were separate, but they were the same. My people, they live away from the Egyptians, but they brought all the practice and the habits of the Egyptian back into their camp. My people, listen to me. The Egyptians did not have any power to enslave us. But because we refuse to be obedient to the Most High, because we refuse to be unique from all around us, we not only fall from our godly status, but we even fall below man. Because to whom much is given, much is required. My people, listen to me carefully. Zechariah chapter 2 verse 8. And let us start from verse 7. It says, deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwell with the daughters of Babylon. Deliver yourself, O Zion. Deliver yourself, O Jerusalem. Deliver yourself, Israelites, that dwell with the daughters of Babylon. For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory had he sent me unto the nation that spoil you. For he that touches you touches the apple of my eyes. My people, the Most High don't want gods intermarrying with man. He don't want gods intermarrying with man. That is why he said, deliver yourself, O Zion, that dwell with the daughters of Babylon. Stay away from the daughters of Babylon. Stay away from those people who are not like you. Because you are not like them. You are gods. My people, the Most High went on in verse 9, for I will shake my hand on them that shall spoil you to their servant, and you shall know that the Lord of hosts has sent me. The Most High says, you are the apple of his eyes, and anyone that touches you touches the apple of his eyes. It's important. Deuteronomy chapter 7 says, I'm going to take you into a place. I'm going to have you dispossess nation more mightier and stronger than you. But when you dispossess them, don't make friends with them. Don't have a covenant with them. Don't give your daughters to their sons or take their sons for your daughters. You must utterly destroy them, kill them. This is not me saying this. This is instructions that come from the Most High. This is the Most High instructions for the Israelites. But because we want to be friendly with Babylon, because we want to be like Babylon, We neglect the Most High's words. We neglect the Most High will for us. And we want to go and cozy up with our enemies and thinking always be well. My people, Yahawashah, the Son of the Most High, who he called Jesus, said in John 8:44, when he was speaking to the Caucasians, you are of your father the devil, and the will of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and the truth is not in him. He referred to the Caucasians as liar. If you think that the Caucasians is going to be your friend, he is a liar. He will deceive you to your own detriment. That is what he's there for. He's a devil. My people, you have to be careful. Be careful. Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 9. The Lord portions is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. The Lord portions is his people. Jacob, Israel, the Israelites is the lot of his inheritance. He found them in the desert land and in the waste, hallowing wilderness. He led him above. He instructed him and he kept him as the apple of his eyes. My people, we are the apples of the eyes of the Most High. The apple of the eyes of the Most High. That means we are the most cherished thing that the Most High has. My people, he has Gabriel, he has Michael, he has Phanuel, he has Raphael, he has Uriel. All of these are archangels, king angels in the heavens. But we are the apple of his eyes. They are not the apple of his eyes. We are the apple of his eyes. And guess what? They know it and they are fine with it. They are aware of it and they are fine with it. David, when he was in trouble, when he ran from his enemy, Saul, Psalm 17:8, he says, keep me as the apple of your eyes and hide me under the shadow of your wings. Because David know if he gained the favors of the Most High and the Most High see him and look at him as the apple of his eyes, there will be nothing, no danger, no harm will befall him. And he says, not only keep me as the apple of his eye, hide me under the shadow of your wings. Because under the shadow of the Most High wings is peace and tranquility and rest. My people, you don't understand. You don't understand. The topic says, who the Most High love. But now we're going to change the topic. What is the extent of the Most High love for the Israelites? He have already declared us the apple of his eyes. Remember, in the heavenly realms, you have maenads upon maenads of creatures in heaven. 10,000s times 10,000s of creatures in heaven. In his heavenly court, you have candlesticks. You have spirits. You have beasts. All of them are powerful creatures that minister to the Most High every day. They are not the apple of his eyes. We are the apple of the Most High eyes. My people. Isaiah 54:17. This is what he said to the Israelites. No weapons. No weapon, doesn't matter who formed the weapons. No weapons that formed against you shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up against you in judgment, I will condemn. No weapon, no gun, no knife, no sword, no atomic bomb. But my people, this does not go to the Israelite willy-nilly. it goes out to the faithful Israelites. Because the Most High, although He promised, He will love us always. We will always be His people, and He will always be our God. His blessings, His favors, and His gifts comes only with our faithfulness to Him. So when He say boldly, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, He's speaking to the faithful Israelites, not to the reprobates and not to the unfaithful, because the reprobates will never see His grace or His mercies. But the unfaithful have a chance to turn from their unfaithfulness and come and serve the Most High in spirit and in truth. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 30. How can one man chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, unless the Lord their rock has sold them, unless the Lord has given them up? My people, because we are God's, when we are faithful to the Most High give us the authority. One man to chase 1,000 of his enemy. One man can chase 1,000 devil, and there is no Satan who can change that fact. Remember Samson? It was Samson alone that fought against the entire Philistines army. One man. Because the Most High have already put it to His people that He will give us the strength, the skill, and the know-how to chase 1,000 of our enemies. My people. Not only that. Let's go to Joshua chapter 23:10. Chapter 23, verse 10. Joshua have led Israel across the Jordan River. He was the one who was instrumental in leading the charge to conquer all of the enemies of the Most High, who occupied the land of milk and honey across the Jordan River. But now he was old. And this is what the Most High gave him to say to His people. Joshua chapter 23, verse 10. One of you will chase 1,000 of your enemies, for the Lord your God will fight your battle, as He has promised. The Most High can't go back on a promise. That is why, when Gideon was faced with a humongous Midianite army, the Most High wanted to prove that He is a God of His word. He wanted to prove that He is a God of His word. He said, he said, Gideon, all those who are afraid, send them back. All those who are afraid left the army. They have about 700,000 or 800,000 men to fight. And the Most High, instead of He go and recruit Assyrians and Babylonians and Egyptians to fight with His army to get the number even, the Most High says, no. I am going to send home those who are afraid. Because those guys who are afraid, they may cause their fear to trickle through the camp. He said, take them down to the brook and let them drink. And the manner in which they drink, I will tell you which one to take and which one to send home. My people, the Most High dwindled down the army of Israel to 300 men. 300 men. My people, I have good news. Those 300 men went into war against the Midianites with no sword and with no shield, but with torch and trumpet. And when they blew their trumpet, the Most High worked wonders. And the Midianites were left slain on the battlefield. Because the Most High have said, one man will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000. But Joshua clarified it. He says, one of you will chase 1,000 of your enemy, for the Lord your God will fight your battle as he has promised. My people, we don't have to fight our battles. Our battles have already been decided. Our battles have already been fought and won in the spiritual. But the Most High will give us the victory in the physical. So our enemies will see us winning and be afraid of us. The Most High said, I will put the fear of you and the dread of you in the heart of every nation under the sun. I'll put the fear of you and the dread of you in the heart of all of your enemies. My people, the Caucasians' desire is to try to make us afraid by inducing members of the Israelite community into reprobation. When the Most High Spirit leave them, the Most High no longer want them. He discard them. He say, you're on your own. They kill them. And they have men and women afraid. I am not afraid of no Caucasians, no Edomites, none whatsoever. Not afraid of their system, because I know who I serve. I know the level of my faithfulness. I am in a county here that is filled with Caucasians. Every turn you go to the beach, anywhere turn you see them. I walk like a champion, and so I talk like a champion. I'm not afraid of them. My people, the more I get to understand who I am, is the more valiant I am becoming, the more fearless I'm becoming. When I first came here, they tried to make me reprobate early because they recognized something different about me. I was probably the only man in the city who have never participated in homosexuality. And they unleash all of their resources to make me a reprobate. They pressure me at all angles. I didn't bend under their pressure. I stood firm, I stood tall, and I know that the Most High was having my back. I know the Most High had my back. My people, they send their white women, they send their black women, they send big butt women, big bust women, they send women with all description. They send women with bull legs because they discovered that I had a girlfriend who had bull legs and I loved her. And they think I'm attracted to bull legs. I'm not attracted to a physical specimen of a person. I am attracted to people's personality, people's kindness, people's smile, people's inward beauty. Because when a person has the inward beauty that the Most High have instilled upon their hearts, that inward beauty gives you confidence. It gives you self-assurance, self-awareness, and it makes you better. My people, they send hundreds of women who look like this one girl who they think I am infatuated with, and because they see me doing something on Facebook. Let me tell you something, my people. Everything I do, I'm a selfish man. Everything I do have to do with my salvation. Let me bring this into the open clear, because I know a lot of people is wondering and they are getting jealous and all kind of stuff. When I was a young man, I was very friendly with a young lady from Grenada. Her name is Alison Theodore. She's now Alison Theodore Prince. And we had a very good friendship, but our friendship ended bad with a lot of malice and so forth. However, one of the things I always know about this young lady, she was the most talented young lady I have ever seen. She can sing, she can play the piano, she can blow the trumpet. Talented. And when I tell you blow the trumpet, I'm not speaking about blowing the trumpet like most people blow the trumpet. Blew the trumpet flawlessly. I was amazed by the talent of this young lady. Our friendship was a beautiful friendship. And as usual, most friendship come to an end. About a year or so ago, she was participating in her husband's ministry. And an acquaintance of mine who wanted to be malicious, knowing that we had bad blood because of our falling out, tagged me, and she tagged another person in the post on Allison's husband's ministry live Facebook thing. So I tuned into it and I said, okay, listen. And when I tuned in, Allison was singing. And her voice is a beautiful voice. It's pure, it's clean. It comes from a fountain of goodness. But let me go back one. When I was in California here, I would download the Adventist hymnal on my phone. And I would learn the songs. And when I learned the songs, I would sing them and keep them on my head. And the devils in California realize that when I have these songs in my head, they cannot influence my thoughts. Each time I download the Adventist hymnal, they corrupt it, it won't work on my phone. No matter what device I have, it won't work. So, when that person tagged me I think it's when Allison was singing, I listened and I enjoyed the singing. I enjoyed the ministry that they have. And while I was there, resonated with me. The song resonated with me as usual. So a week or so after, I have a very light mind. If I hear they playing secular music, it will get into my head and stay in my head. I would wake up singing all of these secular songs. And a week or so after, one morning, I wake up. And the song Allison was singing, I was singing it. I woke up singing that song. And I felt so peaceful and so, I cannot explain. I could have died right there and didn't mind dying because I woke up in such a wonderful mood, so peaceful, so tranquil, happy, that I wake up, I didn't sing in the secular song, but I was singing something that was giving praise to the Most High. So I say, they don't want me using the hymnal on my phone. So I start downloading their ministries and I will extract Allison singing. I started a YouTube page and I started a Facebook page with these singing, because if her singing have affected me this much, my people, it can be of benefit to other people like me. And from since that day, I had access to her singing. I didn't have to go to my phone to learn the song. I will listen to her sing the song and it will stick into my head and it will resonate with me. So most morning when I get up singing something from the Seventh-day Adventist hymnal. My people, this young lady who was my friend a long time ago, we parted under very adverse and bitter circumstances. Her singing have done more for my spiritual life than any preacher have ever done. Let me tell you something. I thank God for the day I met that young lady. I thank God for the day that He introduced me to her and we became friends, because today it is her singing that helps me to keep focus on the things that are important. It is her singing that keeps a song on my heart. I study the word. But when you're not studying the word, you need something to keep you occupied, because when your mind is not occupied, Lucifer and his angels and the Caucasians are able to penetrate the sanctified part of your mind and infiltrate it with corruption and with vulgarity. My people, God is good. Let me tell you something. From this experience, I learned there is no one who came into your life, that walks into your life for naught. Everyone that you come into contact with, everyone that came into your life and spend some time in your life is there for a purpose. You just have to wait on the Most High until the Most High declare to you what is that person's purpose in your life. My people, I am a God. I am developing my godly qualities under the supervision of the Most High. I am not afraid of anything or anyone. There is no Caucasians who has a hell to put me in, and there's no Caucasian who have a hell to give to me. I'm going to be afraid of them? Fear him who can kill body and soul in hellfire. He is who I am afraid of. My people, if the Most High asks me to sacrifice myself right now, I would not be happy in doing it. Why? Because there are some earthly things that I still want to do. Right? But I will do it because Abraham didn't want to sacrifice Isaac. Because Isaac was the seed of his promise, was the seed that was supposed to be the fulfillment that the Most High had promised to him. But Abraham realized that there is something and someone who is bigger and more important than him. And Abraham sacrificed his son Isaac. First, he sacrificed him in his mind. And when he was about to execute the mission to offer his son as a perfect sacrifice to the Most High God, as the Most High God requested, the Most High God stayed his hand and provided him a sacrifice. My people, we have to be willing to give ourselves, because nothing that we can accomplish on this earth is worth going into glory with the Most High or returning to this earth made new with Yahushua, the Son of God, where he is going to be the light that illuminates this earth. Oh, great supremacy of the Most High, Yahweh. It's a wonderful thing to speak about you and to speak about your words. Father, I thank you for all the wonderful things you've done for me. I have nothing, but I am contented. My people, my Father, my Father, my Father, you are awesome. Let the Holy Spirit go through my words. Let the Holy Spirit lend clarity where I would have lent confusion. In Yahushua's name I say, let it be done. My people, my name is Chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the diaspora machismo.